During my growing up days, my parents both had to work. My mom had to take up an extra job to support us financially, and every day, I still remember for 6 months straight, every day I went back home, my lunch and my dinner was just porridge with salted egg and some canned food, and that continued for like 6 months period of time because we were cash strapped, and my mom had to work, and that's what we went through during the point in time. It was tough. When I came out to the society after my O-level, I realized that, hey, I guess for me, if I don't have an education, it seems like I cannot find a proper job in future. During the army, when I speak to most people, everybody had aspirations except me. I don't have aspiration. I also don't understand why, like, I never even think for my future. Even though my family needed money, but I just don't see a need to like pick up any extra jobs. I guess that was just me. No fighting spirit, no aspirations to do anything big in my life, and that was what I was last time. My army officer, he challenged me. He told me that instead of complaining, why not do something about it? That was one of the first turning point in the way I look at life. There's a lot more I can do than trying to avoid all the problems. Earlier stage of the career, I still remember I didn't had a very smooth start. I was only allowed to sell vacuum cleaners. So every day I was sitting down there, I was complaining to my senior. I was saying that, hey, you see, like the company is not treating me well, put me here. And this colleague of mine, she told me one thing that fired me up a lot. She told me this. She told me, hey, you are such a loser, you know. Why are you complaining, sitting down here and complain about the situation? Go and make a difference. Go to the escalator, stop every person that walk past the escalator, ask them to buy something from you. Why not you do that? They say it's not possible. And after one day of sitting down there and procrastinating, the second day I went ahead. 1 month later, I was being posted to the shop with the best monthly sales figure. The first few months was tough. I didn't get to close any deals in my first 6 months in my career. And there was a point in time where I really told myself that day I'm not going to work. And I'm going to quit property for good because I think it doesn't suit me. Maybe because I don't have proper education. That's why I deserve to be a failure. That morning, I woke up, which is the usual Saturday morning where I'll be looking at flipping the papers, shortlisting units for my potential buyers. So that day, I told myself, hey, why not we call it quits? Just stop doing sales, just stop doing real estate, and why not spend my Saturday like a normal person? So that was the point. I just basically felt that I failed. Because trying for 6 months without any closings and bills were piling up, I didn't have much savings back then, and I had a bit of debts that were being piled up back then. The thing that turned around was because I chose to take one last chance. I chose to take one last chance. I think every time you fail, you always need to tell us, why not we just try it one more time? Why not we try it one more time? Always tell yourself that this will be the last time you try. And every time you fail, you will tell yourself, I would give one last try. And that was, I guess that one last try was proven correct because that fine day, a very good listing and totally 100% match that buyer that I was serving came about. On that day, I told myself I want to quit. I had the newspaper in front of me and I picked it up and I saw that unit. And I straight away called that buyer who has never seen any properties before. Who would imagine one person will just buy a property and when they've only seen one property in the entire process? So I brought them down to see that unit, and on that very day they make a purchase, and that was how I closed my first deal. On the same day that I told myself I'm not going to do property anymore. That happened because I told myself, why not I give myself one more chance? Anyway, we have nothing to lose. We already gone so far. They really didn't imagine today I can have 1,300 agents. Never in my wildest dreams. People choose not to give up. People choose to carry on and choose not to accept that it's the environment. They rather take it upon themselves. And why I always repeat this to people is that sometimes you're almost there. You just need to give yourself one more chance. And you just need to get it right once, right? And your entire life will change.